Bugünkü ilk panelimiz AKDENİZ İş Ağları. Moderatörümüz Sayın Stefano, Missir, LUSIGNANO. Am I right, sir? Bir kopya verimliğinde yaptım. Alkış almadan başladılar. Konuşmaya bekliyoruz. Sayın Güzin İlker bizimle. Bayan Amina MAGOURI bugün bizimle. Bayan Al-Kasalne, am I right? Bizimle ve Bayan Monina Olselmi bizimle olacak. Efendim hepinize bugün bizlerle olduğunuz için tekrar teşekkür ediyoruz. Bu panelin verimli geçmesini dileyerek sözü konuşmacımıza bırakıyorum.
Good morning everyone and welcome to join our morning panel. Before we started the panel, I would like to congratulate İZİKAD as well as the İzmir municipality and all the partners of this brilliant summit for organizing this discussion, these networking opportunities. And today's panel will be dedicated to the Mediterranean business networks. So yesterday, through the day, we had the opportunity to discuss, to better understand the importance of the MENA region and the role that this region is playing in the world, the role that the businesswomen association are doing in this local business environment. As the introduction has been made, and we have the pleasure today to welcome our amazing panel speakers to talk all about these issues. So it comes out from the discussion yesterday that the role of the business association coming from different countries that you represent, Jordan, Tunisia, Turkey, they're playing few different important roles. The first one is boosting the Mediterranean business ecosystem, promoting inclusive economic growth and job creation. The second one that was mentioned yesterday in the audience is also to enhance the private sector environment. It was also mentioned the role to increase the economic regional integration, and last but not least, to boost the Med business community by creating a sustainable hub for the business partnerships. So today we will go through these different points. I have some questions for our panelists, and let's immediately maybe start with the first question. Mrs. Güzen İlker, maybe I will address to you for this first question. One of the key objectives and mission of KAGİDER, your organization, is to represent, stimulate exchanges and strengthen the business ecosystem in the Mediterranean region through this regional cooperation. So I would like to ask you, and it will be the same question for our panelists, how this works really in practice. What topics are you discussing, working on with your member? Climate, digital transformation, gender equality, blue economy. We would like to learn more about your organization and the way you promote all these points. Thank you.
Thank you. Günaydın. Değerli moderatörümüz Stefano, çok kıymetli panelistler ve katılımcılar. Öncelikle İZİKAD'ın düzenlediği Akdeniz Havzası'nda İş Dünyası zirvesinde KAGİDER İZİKAD Başkanı Betül Sezgin'e ve ekibine ve programda emeği geçen tüm herkese teşekkürlerimi sunuyorum. Çok başarılı bir etkinliğe imza attılar. Ben bugün burada sevgili Genel Sekreterimiz Yeşim adına son dakikada bulunuyorum. Kendisi ufak bir düşme kazası geçirdi. Buradan da ona geçmiş olsun diyorum. Şimdi sorulara cevap geçecek olursam, Akdeniz bölgesinde faaliyet gösteren birçok kuruluş olarak bugün buradayız. Öncelikle birbirimizden öğrenmek, ilham almak ve benzer coğrafya ve kültürlerde hayata geçirdiğimiz başarılı projeleri birbirimizden örneklerle alıp ülkelerimizde uygulamalıyız diye düşünüyorum. Akdeniz bölgesindeki ekosistemin işbirliği ve güç birliği önemli. Bu noktada dolayısıyla 15 yıldır fazladır AFEMA üyesi olan KAGİDER AFEMA üyesi birçok Akdeniz Havzası'ndaki birçok kadın girişimci derneklerinin olduğu güçlü bir ekosisteme sahip olan güçlü bir network AFEMA. Dolayısıyla AFEMA sayesinde Akdeniz Havzası'ndaki kadın girişimci dernekleriyle bir araya gelip birbirimizde çeşitli projelerde işbirliği yapıyoruz. Tekrar KAGİDER'e ve kendi sistemimize dönecek olursam, KAGİDER 22 yıl önce TÜSİAD'ın çatısı altında 37 kadın girişimciyle kurulmuş bir dernek. Dolayısıyla vizyonu ve misyonunda kadın girişimciliğini arttırmak ve dolayısıyla kadın istihdamına katkıda bulunmak ana hedefi. Ama vizyonumuzun bu 20. yıldan sonraki vizyonumuzda hem üyelerimiz hem ekosistemdeki kadın girişimciler için yeşil dönüşüm ve dijital dönüşümü hedefledik ve öncelendirdik. 20. yıl vizyonumuzun temel sütunlarını kadın, toplum, dünya ve gelecek olarak belirledik. Gelecek 20 yıl gündemimizde yeşil iş başlığı önemli bir yere sahip. Dijitalleşme de aynı şekilde. Yeşil dönüşüm konusunda sadece Türkiye'de değil, Balkanlardaki paydaşlarımız ile de çeşitli projelerin startlarını verdik. Şu anda Balkanlarda kadın girişimcilerin yeşil dönüşümü için çeşitli eğitim programlarında yer alacağı bir Erasmus projesi yürütüyoruz. Diğer taraftan kadın girişimcilerin birbirlerinden ilham aldığını görerek ve rol model eksikliğini de görerek yeşil iş ödüllerini başlattık. Bu sene 4. yeşil iş ödülünü Haziran ayında vereceğiz. Diğer taraftan Birleşmiş Milletler'in sürdürülebilir kalkınma hedefleri var bildiğiniz üzere ve ülkelerin 2030 yılına kadar gerçekleştirilmeleri gereken değişimi yürütüyor olmaları gerekir. Biz de KAGİDER olarak her yaptığımız çalışmanın bir veya birkaç ucunda bu hedefe hizmet etmesi için odaklanıyoruz. Ben sözü burada bitiriyorum.
Thank you, Mrs. Having the chance to live in Turkey and to follow the activities of KAGİDER, I can confirm that they have a strong program that involves not only the local business community, but also international partnerships with many of the European and non-European countries, as you mentioned, the importance of the Balkans as well. Now I would like to ask the same question to Mrs. MAGOURI and to hear what about you, the organization that you represented.
I'm representing two organizations. First one is SEVİÐ, but we have our Secretary General today. She will talk about it. So then I will talk about SEVİÐ, which is Strategic Alliances Latin America meeting Africa. This is a program who aims to bring together Latin America and Africa through South-South and triangular cooperation with Europe and North America. Our work is trying to give proposals to reform public policies to help establishing sustainable goals, sustainable development goals in Africa and Latin America, and that for sure includes gender equality dialogue. Sorry for the interruption. That's good. So we are trying to design, we are making some, sorry? Shall I stop? Okay, so I continue answering the same question, but what I was saying is we are working on giving proposals to design regional and multilateral public policies to bring together two continents that they are really close to each other, even if a bit. Yeah, now we can do it again. Okay, I will try to repeat it. So, Summer Dialogue Strategic Alliances Latin America Meeting Africa is a program bringing together Latin America and Africa. We are working on establishing a regional and multilateral strategy through South-South and triangular cooperation. And for women, we are giving a platform to the decision makers to talk, to have a dialogue together, that at least something could move. When you have a vice president of Costa Rica and the president of, of Parlatino, they could establish something in the region. When we bring together ministers from Africa, they talk, they do have a human dialogue, making things moving. It's not only for a network, it's for the whole population, it's for the countries. Because what in my experience, life experience, what I noticed is when we have a conference like that, we have to follow up. Having such conference is not enough. We have to follow up to bring something out of these wonderful meetings. And this is what we are trying to do. Establishing a platform, establishing a dialogue, be it in gender equality, in economic cooperation, in health access, or in innovation. And I think I answered your question.
Great. So, just we understand that Amina is connected with the rest of the world. Malika, you mentioned the Balkans. Madame MAGOURI, you just have mentioned Latin America, Africa. So it means that these business networks are not only localized within the MENA region, but are in connections with the rest of the world. And you mentioned as well the added value that you are working on. You are realizing a project to get some results and benefits, not only for the business community, but for the citizen as well. If I move to you, Madame Houssati, you might have additional comments, and would you like please to introduce your organization? Is the microphone working? No? If you speak loud, can you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. As you know, I'm Amina, General Secretary of the International Women's Council. I'm a lawyer, I'm an owner of a house based in the north of Tunisia. financial help to create business. We initiate women to integrate the economic world in Tunisia to be a citizen who helps our country to progress. We have many actions in our organization. We are creating the SEVİÐ Academy. It's created in December 2023. It's one of our legal mechanisms to strengthen the entrepreneurship and empower women inclusion in the business world. We give trainings in many sectors as digital, e-commerce, financial management, banking, communication, foreign language, and every subject can develop women's knowledge in the field, and especially to move them forward to go to business and to go to investments. Another mechanism that we create in our organization is the partnership agreement and the funds to push women with many stakeholders, like, for example, the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development BERD, the GPF French-speaking employees group, Ministry of Women in Tunisia, who have many funds and many trainings to women, Bank for Financing Small and Medium Enterprises, which is the Tunisian bank too, Tunisian Italian Chamber. We have big relationships with them, and we have many actions in Tunisia and abroad with the Tunisian Italian Chamber, Tunisian French Chamber, and last week with the last partnership was with the Tunisian British Chamber, of course, and many other stakeholders like the Export Promotion Office in Tunisia and other organizations.
Thank you for this presentation. And you touched one of.
I'm sorry for my English because, as you know, we speak French. Our second language is French, but
It was
I
great.
try to be.
No, it was great.
I
Your English was
try
great.
to be good.
Yes.
So maybe in the second question, we will have other question, and I will talk about it. Thank you.
Don't worry, I think that your message has been very well received by the audience. And by the way, you touched one of the important points that we will come back to that a little bit later, is the partnership with the international institutions.
Yeah.
Not only the public ones, but also the private ones, the Chamber of Commerce, the World Bank,
The BERD,
the
Bank,
EPR.
European Bank
Bank
for
of-
Development,
and reconstruction. Yeah.
and they give us many trainings for women in digital and in communication, for example, management. They are. Ils encouragent beaucoup les femmes en Tunisie pour aller vers l'investissement et vers la création de projets et de l'emploi.
Strong promotion of businesswomen entrepreneurship in Tunisia and promoted by the local authorities and the central government. Okay, thank you very much. Now allow me to move to the voice from Jordan business community. Pleased to welcome Mrs. Al-Kasawi. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you. I have a presentation, and we can go back to the presentation, please. No, the one previous.
No, this is for us. Next step.
It's the one before, please.
No,
Okay. So,
not this one. This one.
They
This
are
one is Tunis. This one is for Tunis. Yes.
So I will start by saying the business associations are really crucial today because they are the future. They are a localized entity, yet with an access to best international practices. So globalization and regional collaboration, I believe it's key, and business association will be the future for success, especially with the new norm, post-COVID, and what happened. This picture actually shows a little bit of our network in Jordan. We're a very proud international affiliation for an international organization that existed since 1930. And we've been working on academically empowering women to expand and grow. How we do that, it's all about how can we open pathways and provide platforms. As I mentioned, it's about the access and the knowledge and the expertise that we have acquired all over the years with the impactful women that we have. I would say 3 key areas that we work on. The first one is about career development and career growth. It's crucial for us as women, especially in the business and entrepreneurs, to ensure that we get upskill ourselves, maintain our knowledge, have the right mentors, have the right coaches, and so on. So this is a key pillar that we work with our women, and I will provide some examples of our programs. The second pillar is around growth, business growth. Again, as business entrepreneurs and SMEs, there's a lot of work that needs to be done on us as individuals, on our employees and team members, as well as our functions within the organization that we are running and we're building. So because of that, we have established the first of its kind, an expert unit for women, specifically for women-led and all businesses. It's called We Export. The third pillar is about transformation. One of the, I would say, challenges that we face today is around not having the right mindset and culture. So social norms and so on. So we design our interventions and our advocacy campaigns or our programs in a way that we can enhance that mind shift and take it forward. I would directly go to some of our example of our programs. For example, AAA, it builds from acquiring new knowledge, adapting that knowledge, and then being able to advance in your career. If you go for another one, it's about, I would like to a little bit shed light on We Export, which is the first of its kind as export unit. And to be honest, we've established it, it was an idea, it was a dream, we established it in 2019. At the beginning, it was like I was sitting literally on a panel, talking what would be the opportunity. I said, we have a problem with our trade balance. So from there, we decided to increase the number of women who are participating in that, and we established the We Export. It's all about, I would say, 4 things. I'm being very fast, actually, just I don't want to take the time. But it's 4 main services. It's capacity building under We Enhance. It's about we grow. It's about advisory, mentorship, and coaching from the right expertise and expert subject matter experts. The third pillar is basically, or the third service is about We Elevate. It's a functional, focused activity where we work on the marketing, the HR, e-commerce, and we've done very successful projects. For example, under We Elevate, we worked with 25 companies where we have done rebranding for them completely and how they can do the training, because you go to exhibition, you go to admission, if you don't follow up as Amina mentioned, you cannot take it forward. Last but not least, it's about We Explore. We will take them to international, access to international market once they are exported. It was a very successful literally years for us. We achieved a lot of numbers, but I would like to focus also how we can provide also access to information. As an business association, we are in powerhouse of businesses and knowledge. So we have to provide that. So we have a many expert guide, we have a gender mainstreaming guide, we have roadmap to green for companies, and we're currently also establishing a service guide Because even if I want to export my services, it's completely different than exporting my products. There's a lot of partners, again, you mentioned, Moya, the partnership. If we don't have local partnership and international partnership, it does not work. When I met our hosted organization association in Turkish, it was really a pleasure because that connection can create a lot of conversation and create a lot of knowledge that is exposure to new knowledge. We have a lot of programs. These are some pictures I'm not going to take because we're going to be talking about things later. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Bolden, what you just mentioned is that you have a crucial role not only informing people but also giving practical support to the community, not only for the local business environment but also towards the international markets. And we all know that what makes the business going on is the exchanges not only within a region, but the globalization and the global international markets. Thank you very much for this first round of questions. Allow me now to move to the second question. Madam Ikea, I will get back to you. We know that in the MENA region and the Mediterranean country represented here, they are undergoing fundamental economic and sociological, but also political transformation, having an impact on the place, the role, and the position of the business women, but also on the business networks. So, could you briefly share with us the current state of women in business in Turkey, as well as the main challenges for women entrepreneurs in the Turkey business environment?
Akdeniz ülkeler olarak birbirimize yakın kültürlere sahibiz. Genel olarak Akdeniz ülkelerinin mutfak kültürümüz, yaşam tarzımız ve hatta ekonomik durumumuzda olarak da benzerlikler görüyoruz. Bu durum kadın girişimcilerin durumu, kadın girişimcilerin karşılaştıkları zorluklar açısından da benzerlik gösteriyor. Bundan neredeyse 22 yıl önce KAGİDER ilk kurulduğunda kadın girişimciliği Türkiye'de %4'lerdeyken pandemide bu oran %14'e ulaşabildi. Ancak pandemi sonrası 11,5'lara kadar geriledi. Bu çok üzücü bir durum aslında. Bu oran bize Türkiye'de kayıtlı işverenler arasındaki kadın girişimcilerinin sayısını gösteriyor. Yani diğer taraftan da 10 milyon kadının yaklaşık kadın istihdamında olan 10 milyon kadının yaklaşık 1 milyonunun girişimci olduğunu gösteriyor. Dünya ortalamasının %33'lerde olduğunu düşünürsek Türkiye'nin kadın girişimcilik konusunda gidecek daha çok fazla yolu var. İster kadın girişimci olsun, ister profesyonel çalışsın, kadınların ekonomiye katılımındaki engelin, finansa ve eğitime erişimdeki zorluklar, rol model ve network eksikliği, çocuk ve yaşlı bakım sorumluluğu, kadına şiddet gibi birçok engel var. Kadınların cesaretini en fazla kıran da erkeği hayatın merkezine koyarak kadını ikinci plana atan ataerkil bir kültür. Bu bakış açısı kadının iş hayatındaki potansiyelini tümüyle kullanmasına büyük bir engel. Bir kadın çalışmak veya iş bulmak istediğinde öncelikle evdeki sorumluluklarını yerine getirmek ve ardından evdeki erkeğin ve ailenin onayını alarak iş hayatına girmesi gerekiyor. Sosyal ve kültürel ön yargılarla kararlı bir şekilde mücadele edilmeli bu noktada Türkiye'de diyorum.
Thank you. This is
saying that in our country we are happy not to have a huge gender gap. Me, as a woman in business, in public policies, I feel that there is no gap at all between men and women. But still, all around the world, be it in America, be it in Europe, be it in Africa, in Japan, there is a gender gap. The gender gap is coming from cultural problems, which are the same we have in Tunisia. Access to funding is one of the most huge problems everybody is talking about. How to start a business when you don't have guarantee, banks guarantee. This is a problem. And this is coming from cultural problems, as women were not used to get to own lands, to own houses, so they are not able to bring guarantees. Second thing is law. Law is the key. When a country want to make, when I reduce the gender gap, it has to go through public policy reforms. In Tunisia, we are not the champions of Africa, but still, we are one of the best of the MENA region. About 28% of women are managing companies. 20% of women are owners in their companies, but still, Uganda is the first one, about 40%. But we are higher before Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Morocco, for example. What are the challenges for my country? If my country wants to reduce the gender gap, it has to be done through changing laws and reforming the public policies, be to be on the board of members of the private or national companies, be to give to women more time to be able to work. Because all around the world, one of my problems, and this is what I said to my husband and to my partners, I'm not supposed to get the same salary as you get, I'm supposed to get a higher salary because I'm obliged to work in my office and then at home. And for that, I'm supposed to work less hours, and that means get paid more than men. And we have to think about it like that. It's not a war between men and women. We are doing such a great job together. It's about giving the women the possibility to make it better. If I had 5 hours only per day to work, I would have the time to take care of my family, to cook, but what I'm doing is running everywhere. Taking the plane, cooking, cleaning, doing some shopping, and this is the way to do. It's not only about Tunisia. It would have been, how to say, limitative to say, look, Tunisia has such a problem, or MENA region has such a problem. Our problems are common for all around the world. And in my opinion, if we want to reduce the gender gap, every actor, every decision maker, every businesswoman or businessman has to be aware about the challenges. It's not a country challenge, it's not a regional challenge or a continent challenge, it's a world challenge, and I think I can.
Thank you. Yeah, but you mentioned both of you, the gender gap is one of the challenges, and you mentioned 2 important things: the cultural environment, cultural differences. So different countries, different cultural environments, and the legal environment that also has a direct impact on the issues that your business association have to tackle. Madam Husseini, anything? Yes, please.
I we are working to improve these results. As Amina said, we have 20% of women owner of their projects, and 30% are managing projects, and we are not happy for this result, but our association and other associations, and there is a good policy in Tunisia, even in the public sectors, to encourage women. The main problem is now in Tunisia the economic situation all over the world. It's not our problem, it's a general problem. As you know, because of the wars, because of COVID, because many things that happened from 2019 until now, who are obstacles for women to go forward. Our dream in SEVİÐ is, in our association, is a less society, with a less inclusive society and closing gender gap. But how to do it? We have many proposals for the authorities as other organizations to make law, like as Yeşim said, il faut faire des textes de loi pour encourager et pour défendre l'idée de réduire l'aspect genre.
We will come back to that. The measure to be taken by the organization to improve or to reduce these figures, I mean, gender equality. Yeah, we will come back to this in a moment. Just after...
I want to add something, is the violence against women is a big problem, and in all the region, I think in all the world, it's a big problem that we have to work on and to focus on this problem, because in small cities, for example, where women, there is a patriarchal society, women cannot work, cannot have her own business, cannot go out abroad to distribute or to exhibit or to have a new market, it's, I think there is a moral violence and material violence against women. This is one of the big problems for us.
Thank you. We have similar situation in Jordan.
We do actually, yeah. I'll share some numbers, if I may. On the gender gap index, Jordan falls at 126 out of 146 countries. And the women economic participation is around 14% only. So these are very, very alarming numbers. Also, out of the registered companies in Jordan, which comes like within the chambers, like around 200, we have only around 7% women-owned businesses. So these are alarming 7%. So these are very, very alarming numbers. And on another note, if we look at also the region, the Middle East and North Africa, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the number is 18% the contribution of women in the GDP as an average. Although the worldwide average is like 37%. So there's a big difference within these countries. So I would second all my colleagues what they've said, but I would say it's unconscious bias. I would say that let me start with tangible and intangible barriers. The tangible are related to regulatories, policies, infrastructure, transportation, and so on. And the intangible that is related to the social and cultural norms, which is the intangible. These are like unconscious bias, self-confidence, support system, being able to have the confidence and the guts, the acceptance within the region. So these are things that we always tackle in our conversation. And believe me, sometimes we as individuals, we don't know that we unconsciously are not, we're biased, and how we can ensure that we're consciously unbiased. So that's really crucial for us. That's all that I'm trying to do.
Thank you. But you mentioned some figures. I also have some figures published by the Union for the Mediterranean. I think they might have some representative, if not in the room, in the conference. And they published a report last year. It was the first report on gender equality in the Euro-Mediterranean zone. So according to these figures, the MENA region, in the MENA region, only 5% of the businesses are led by women compared to the global average, between 23 and 26. In the MENA region is below the 6.2% global average of female entrepreneurs who own their established businesses. Average is 4.5. And this number, and the numbers that you have just mentioned, show that there is a gender disparity in the region still, and it remains significant. So my question to all of you is that if there is disparity, on the other hand, there might be an immense potential for growth and for better numbers. So what are the actions taken by your respective organization to improve these figures?
Kadın hayatın her alanda güçlendirmesi için bugün Türkiye'nin gündemindeki en önemli konulardan birisi eğitimde, istihdamda, siyasi, ekonomik ve kültürel alanlarda kadınlara fırsat eşitliği sağlanmalı. Kadınların ve kız çocukların geleceğe dönük olarak ekonomik, sosyal açıdan güçlendirilmesi için dijitalleşme, yeşil gündem ve küresel tehditlere mücadele politikalarında ve her aşamada toplumsal cinsiyete dayalı bütçeleme gerekiyor. Bunlar için çalışılıyor zaten. Finansal ve para politikalarında orta ve uzun vadeli planlarda da toplumsal cinsiyeti göz önüne alınarak tasarı ve hazırlıklar yapılmalı. KAGİDER hükümetin yaptığı bu toplantılarda görüş ve öneri sunuyor. Bu çalışmaları yapıyoruz. Kalkınma planlarında temel prensip olarak toplumsal cinsiyet eşitliğinin uygulanması, kalkınma stratejilerinde gerekli nitelikli ve gerekse nicelikli hedeflerle ilişkilendirilmesi yararlı olacak. Okul öncesi eğitimin güçlendirilmesi, kreş ve bakım hizmetlerinin desteklenerek yaygınlaşması, kadının girişimciliğinin ve istihdamının artmasına olanak sağlayacaktır. Onun dışında iş yerlerinde eşit düşe eşit ücret politikası sahiplenilmeli, cam tavanlar kaldırılmalı, kadınlar için süt odaları ayrılmalıdır. Ayrıca işe alımlardan terfilere kadar kadın çalışanlar için hedef getirilmesi de doğru yönde atılmış bir adım olacak. Zaten burada baktığımız zaman konuşurken de sadece Türkiye'de değil, sadece MENA bölgesinde değil, tüm kadın girişimcilerin sorunları ortak aslında. Dolayısıyla biz de KAGİDER olarak tüm bu atılması gereken adımlar çerçevesinde çözümler ve politikalar oluşturuyor. İlgili karar vericiler ile savunma çalışmalarını yürütürken kadınların önündeki engelleri biraz olsun kaldırmak için projeler yürütüyoruz. Bu kapsamda kadının ekonomik, toplumsal hayattaki ve yerel yönetimlerdeki, siyasetteki ve karar mekanizmalarındaki, kısacası hayatın her alanındaki temsilini destekleyecek çalışmalara ağırlık veriyoruz. Bunlar girişimci adaylarına işlerini kurmaları için destek veriyoruz. İşimi kuruyorum eğitimleri. İşini kurmuş ve onu büyütmek isteyenlere bu amaca yönelik eğitim ve mentörlük destekleri sunuyor. Deneyimlerimizi paylaşıp birbirimizden öğrenebileceğimiz platformlar oluşturuyoruz. Geleceğin kadın liderlerini yetiştiriyoruz. Ve birçok bununla ilgili projeler yürütüyoruz. KAGİDER'in bugün 46 180 üyesi var ve Türkiye'de Türkiye ekonomisinin %8'ini temsil ediyor bu anlamda KAGİDER. Üyelerimiz tarımdan kozmetiğe, perakendeden e-ticarete, ulaştırma ve depolamadan, sanayi sektörü, sanayiden bilgi ve iletişime, el sanatlarından idari hizmet ve danışmanlık faaliyetlerine kadar birçok sektör ve meslek kolunda girişimleriyle faaliyet gösteriyorlar. Büyük şirketler, üyelerimiz arasında kurumsal şirketler olduğu kadar ufak ve orta ölçekli KOBİ'ler de var. KAGİDER 22 yıl içinde üyeleriyle birlikte yüzlerce projesiyle gerek yüz yüze gerekse online eğitim ve mentorluk programları ile 10 binlerce kadın hayatına dokundu.
Impressive. So 8% of the Turkish economy.
Yeah. Burada büyük holdingler ve şirketler var. Yani bunların arasında Sabancı, Boyner grubu gibi, Alarko gibi yani büyük bir kısmını onlar oluşturuyor zaten bu büyük bir ekonomi gücünü.
It means that your organization is able to measure year after year the progress made for instance, in the gender equality.
Evet.
Thank you. Mrs. MAGOURI?
It will be about challenges and what we are doing.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a bit in the same field as the second one, but I will try to develop and to innovate, not to have the same answer as the first. So, what is the problem? Our problem is we have women who are not included into the economic. How to do it is to talk to them, dialogue.
The solution.
The solution of this problem is we have to create dialogue, to establish the dialogue. I really, personally, I really believe on dialogue. When two human beings are talking together, they find solution, not when they argue. So, establish a platform to create a dialogue, to say, me, in Tunisia, in the northwest, I do face such problems. And then we can find solution. Identifying the problems is the beginning of finding solution. So identifying the problem of these challenges. The second one is training. As in Tunisia, we are the second champions in the world when it comes to talk about women having a scientist diploma, and we do have 76% of women engineers, and it's the second rate in the world. But the problem is, these women, these diplomas, the problem is these women with their diplomas have no access to work, to business, and to empower themselves. What shall we do? If they are not able to work with their diploma, if they cannot face responsibilities, if they are worried about that, we have to train them to say, look, there is others who did it. Not to talk about success stories, as I was talking yesterday. When we talk about success stories, means everybody succeeded. No, it was hard to establish something. Every woman shall not show the Chanel bag. She shall show how it comes out of, how she comes out of her dream, how she made, what was the barriers, and how she jumped out of that barriers. To show to the other, I'm bringing my daughter all around the world with me when I can, because she's in school, that she can meet women who succeed. And I'm not talking to say, look, she is the CEO of the World Bank. No. Talk about the problems we face as women, and then we have their problems as well. We cannot say that we are only facing problems. But to make something as an objective. Okay, life is made of problems, but we have to believe in our dream. It will be the last question about the recommendation, but still, all your questions are well done, and everyone is bringing solutions to the other. But I talked about training, dialogue, and platform, and the last one, as we always talk about, is network. When women do have a problem in Botswana, she could be able to talk to a woman in Washington, D.C. Why not? And this is the role of international organizations like UN Women, like EBRD, like why not? To bring these women together, to talk and to find solutions, to say it's possible, and I think.
Thank you. But you mentioned dialogue, education, training, and networking. Is that all, or do you have other solutions?
Our solution is, if you know, in our organization, being member of our organization can be just women who have a dream, just a dream to have an idea, to have a small business, and we are here to. So, in our organization, we provide especially legal and financial assistance. And I think it's very, very important for women to know her rights, to know how to create a business, how to create job, how to discuss with others, with other partner or clients or other, how to represent her enterprise or her business locally and abroad, how to defend her interests, and it's things cannot be without assistance, legal assistance, and after financial assistance if they need financial assistance, and the orientation, the training, look for innovation and competitive markets, digitalization. This is many actors that can help women to help us as organization and women in general to close the gender gap. So we are doing our best, but still we need other efforts from the public authorities to help women.
Okay. So I noticed two more solution. Well, part of the solution is digitalization. That can reduce the gap.
Yeah.
It's all about information, about sharing experiences, and then the support of the authorities. Okay. From Georgia.
Okay. So I need to find a new solution.
Yes, unfortunately.
It's tough to be the last one.
No, let's say the solution implemented by
Absolutely, yeah.
yes.
I think I agree with what has been said, but it's about the public-private dialogue. And we speak about public-private civil societies to be on the road. But I would add to that, it has to be result-oriented dialogue with an action plan that can be taken forward. Otherwise, we will keep sitting together, negotiating, discussing, and nothing is being done. And the way it is being moderated needs to be exactly targeting towards the result. I'll give you an example in Jordan with a royalty decree 200 people, pioneering people in Jordan, and we have a plan for the coming 10 years of how we want to take things forward. And everybody's collaborating. When it started, when it was launched, we were able to figure it was blind, gender blind. And when it is gender blind, we were able to advocate that we as an association, that's why I say as a networks and the business associations, you can speak up and you can start. I always say start. There is nothing that is difficult or impossible. Take the lead and do it, and you will be heard, you will get supporters, and step by step you can get where you want. And this modernization vision, now we have an action plan for the women economic empowerment, specifically in place. We have a strategy for women on a national level, and over and above, we're actually the local coordinator with the World Economic Forum for the Gender Parity Accelerator, which is basically focusing on 4 pillars to ensure that we are closing the gender gap on the pay gap, the women in leadership, the women in economic participation and inclusion. So for us, and we're the 10th actually country worldwide who has been into this initiative, and only 14 countries are actually registered. What I'm saying is it's about how can you not only do the dialogue on a local level, just ensure bringing in the international best practices to take it forward.
Interesting to hear about the differences between the regions, the countries, but also the similarities and the actions implemented by all the organizations.
We all have the same problem with the language generation.
I think worldwide, I think. Yeah. And we go in many countries, I mean, in Germany, Netherlands, it's all the states even. The challenges or the barriers that are being faced by businesswomen and entrepreneurs is the same. But at the end of the day, it's about how much the market is open for them and is providing the support system, the mechanism, the mindset, and so on.
Thank you. We are running out of time. So I would like maybe, if the panel agree, I will give the audience the opportunity maybe to ask a question. Yes?
Thank you a lot for such rich and thorough position. I would have a question, maybe I have just a comment to add, that we need to emphasize that empowering women economically is not something that is natural. It is something, a need for the community need to develop this and for the country as well. We need to measure the impact and to have solid figures and also to be on solid ground and to see the cases that when women involved in the economy, how the impact will be back down for the family, on the community, and to the country. And I think I need to talk to all the ladies here in the conference and to say that our experience, if we keep talking women to women, the achievement there will be no achievement. We need to have more men engagement in our conferences and in our workshops, and not just as an analyst, but to be really engaged and have the belief that there is a partnership in everything we are doing in life, and in order to achieve this, they need to be genuinely presented and engaged within these workshops. If we keep talking just the majority, women, the achievements will be all the time humble and not that impact in our. We've been working for a long time, I think most of us, and still the results are not just to agree that the results, but still we are have a lot of challenges to face and to work through. So in order to have more achievements, we need to have an engagement within our workshops and seminars. And maybe this can be started by having this, looking at our educational curricula, where we have stereotyping for the image of the man and woman in the education system, and even the advertising. If you look at any advertising related to, this is to emphasize the role of women in the workplace or in the house,
So your comment is approved by...
But I want there's another one who wants to.
Unfortunately, we are running out of time, but I think we can continue the discussion around the coffee.
Please, I want just to talk about our summit, just to show you our organization here. We will have a summit in February 23. So just put the second slide.
The second slide.
Second slide, please.
İkinci slide açabilir miyiz rica etsek?
It's an international summit.
It's a Women Global Investment Summit. It's February 2024 in Tunis, and it is one of our activities to empower women, to encourage leadership, to encourage meetings, to invite our partner or our friends